Hello and welcome back to the channel. Super glad to have you here. In today's video, we are going to talk about the wonderful power of Angelica. We're going to talk about the Angelica root, the different species of Angelica herb that can be used medicinally, and what is the difference between them? How do you use Angelica in the right way in order to assist healing, health, and wellness? So we are now in Amazon.com and just search up Angelica. Let us look at what is there. First of all, we have the lovely Angelica tincture right here, alcohol free. This is the best company that I have used many times, specifically when it comes to alcohol free tinctures for children as well. So her pharma, it always has really good reviews, and also to double check, make sure to double check with the company and the brand that you are ordering from. Make sure that it's organic, it's high quality, and also that they stand behind their word as well. So this is the Angelica seed. If you can see here, we've got the Angelica root from two different brands and more on that as well. So this is a Angelica slice, which is used in Chinese herbal medicine. But let us start with the benefits of Angelica. Well, Angelica is absolutely amazing because it's sweet, it's pungent, warm, and it's generally drying. So what it contains is a volatile oil. It's actually bitter, and there is some resin attached to it as well, and it is really high in vitamins A, B, and also reported to have specific anti-inflammatory properties as well. So what does it help you to do? Sorry, this is Dong Quai, but it's mentioned in the Angelica results as well. So what does Angelica help you to do? Well, first of all, it's antispasmodic and it promotes sweating. This is really important when you're trying to get rid of toxins. And another thing that it helps is that it is considered a topical anti-inflammatory, and it's also a diuretic, it's a digestive tonic, really good for the digestive system, and also it's a anti-rheumatic and a uterine stimulant. So there are there are two main species of Angelica, and we have a Archangelica, and then we have a sinensis. So Archangelica and sinensis are two different species of Angelica that are used. So the A sinensis is the Dong Quai, and the other one is mainly for different sorts of carminative, different sorts of antispasmodic properties, and also can be used as a topical anti-inflammatory for it. So the acinesis can be used for a blood tonic, can be used for circulatory stimulant, and also can be considered as a laxative, a general laxative when it comes to that. So as we said, two different species of Angelica. We have the Archangelica, which is a tall plant, and the stalks and the roots are traditionally taken as a tonic to combat infection and improve energy levels. And there are specific other species also. So the other one is Acinetsis, which is one of the most important of the great Chinese tonic herbs, and it's used in many remedies that are nourishing and that are cleansing to the blood, and they regulate the menstrual cycle. So it's really important to differ when you are using Angelica to understand what kind of species do I want to use. Do I want to use the first one, the Archangelica, or do I need to use the sinensis? So because each one has its own properties as well. So even when we talk about the root, as in, what parts are mainly used, when we talk about the root, different species, the two different species of Angelica have their own special properties. So you want to make sure you do not mix it up and you carefully read. For example, here when it comes to this one, if I could just zoom in, I'm just going to click on the Angelica root, and it will tell you if it is a good quality product. It will actually tell you what type of Angelica species it is. So this one is a Archangelica root, so you need to be aware of that as well when it comes to it. So the Archangelica root, what can you use it for? Well, you can use it for digestive and bronchial problems. You can use it to stimulate the appetite, and also to help with it as a general liver tonic, and also to help to relieve rheumatism and arthritis, and to promote sweating, and also to promote healing from influenza as well. So the Archangelica root can also be used to help in prolonged labor, of course, under the supervision of a medical holistic practitioner with the exact dosages given, and also can be helped in the process of the retention of the placenta during labor or after labor, sorry. So when you are planting the Angelica herb, if you are planting the Angelica herb, or if you have correctly identified the Angelica growing around you in the area away from the pollution, it's really important to harvest this kind of Angelica, the Archangelica root, in the autumn of the first year, because this is when the root, the Archangelica type of Angelica root, is mostly filled with the nourishing elements to it. It's in the first year, the autumn period. So the other type of Angelica, the Angelica sinensis, it is actually considered as really valuable for anyone suffering from anemia, iron deficiency, also period pain, and for general tonic after birth. So this is actually the Archangelica sinensis is the Dang Quai, and it's really important because it helps in clearing the liver stagnation of both the energy and the toxins, and it can also relieve the constipation, especially in the elderly. So really important when giving that to the elderly to make sure that you have the right correct dosages as well. So you can use Angelica in different ways. So first of all, the leaves, where they just for example here, the Archangelica, this type here that we're looking at, the Archangelica leaves can be used as an infusion. You can just take it for indigestion. So just simply make a tea, 5 grams of the Archangelica leaves into some boiling water, cup of boiling water, and then let it sit there for around 5 to 10 minutes, strain it, sweeten with honey, and you're good to go. Another thing that you can use the leaves for is a tincture. So you can take up to 3 milliliters 3 times per day for bronchitis and also for flatulent digestion as well. So really important for the digestive system, the Archangelica leaves as a tincture. And also, as always, I do recommend the glycerin tincture, because it's really, not only is it because I do not take the alcohol tincture, but I do realize that specifically for this one, you are using it to promote the digestive system. So you want to make sure that you be as gentle as possible by using the glycerin based tincture. Another thing is to use the leaves in making a cream. So I know that there are some Angelica creams out there that can be sold and they're really good quality. You can also make your own cream by using the herbal oil that you do from the Angelica leaves, and then after 6 weeks you strain out the oil, remove the leaves, and then use it to make a cream using some lanolin, some beeswax, and you're good to go. So if you are interested in that, comment in the comment section below this video if you want to see me doing a step-by-step Angelica leaf tincture for that, which is really good for skin irritation, skin inflammations as well. So what about the root? Well, the root here, like with what we've said in the beginning of the video, there are 2 species of Angelica, the Archangelica and also the sinensis as well. So each different type of Angelica has its own uses. For an example, when it comes to the root. So for the Archangelica, you can use the root for the tincture. So you can take it for bronchial problems. You can also take it for chesty coughs, digestive disorders, and it can also be used as a liver stimulant. You can also make a specific compress when you want to use the root for the Archangelica, and you can do that by simply following the instructions, which is using a cotton pad in the hot diluted tincture or the deconcussion, and then you apply it to a painful rheumatoid or arthritic joint. It's really important when it comes to rheumatoid arthritis or painful joints is to simply use the Angelica compress for that. So another really interesting thing when it comes to Archangelica, you can make a massage oil. So you can actually just simply use 10 drops of the 10 drops of the Angelica oil and blend that with 25 milliliters of almond or sunflower oil for arthritic or rheumatoid pain. So if you don't know how to do the Angelica oil, we will show you that in the upcoming videos simply by following a step-by-step process of just using the Angelica leaves, the Archangelica type, and the root as well in order to use it with oil such as almond oil, olive oil, and letting that sit in a dark place covered in a jar for at least 6 weeks. Strain it and you have Angelica oil ready to go to be used in making all sorts of different recipes, or even used as is, mixed with some almond oil as well. And that is to make the massage oil: 10 drops of the Angelica oil, 25 mils of almond oil, for example. Just rub on the pain, where the parts where you feel the pain. So when it comes to the root of the uh, second type of Angelica, the sinnesis, you can use it to make a simple deconcoction. So you can take it for anemia, menstrual irregularities, period pain, and also for weakness after childbirth as well. So mostly for uh, females and for balancing the hormone system as well. So when it comes to the warnings, side effects, the important things that I want you to be aware of when it comes to that, it's really important because you don't want to be causing harm, because what we try to do with these herbs is always promote health and wellness and promote healing. So you need to be careful when it comes to the side effects, specifically when it comes to Angelica. So you need to avoid regular or large doses in pregnancy, and always avoid in pregnancy altogether, to be honest. Avoid using Angelica in pregnancy because it can be used as a uterine stimulant. So anything that stimulates the uterus should be avoided in pregnancy. You should also avoid using Angelica when you have diabetes because of the sugar content as well. So that's really important. Another thing is Angelica is really heating in its nature. So you can uh, make sure not to use it in hot conditions, in hot climates as well. The oil can increase photosensitivity, so avoid excess exposure to sunshine if you are using Angelica externally. So if you intend to use it as a massage oil, make sure that you do not apply it and straight away go in the sun. Make sure that you do not do that because it can cause photosensitivity. Another thing that can cause photosensitivity is St. John's wort oil. We've covered that before, and you have to be very careful when it comes to herbs that cause phytosensitivity. So we've come towards the end of this video. If you have found this video helpful in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you on board. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.